Hey there, it's J-Dog. Hey, I've been up in the northwestern part of Maine for a few days visiting family. It's towards the end of June and it's been hot. So that's why I'm sitting here in the middle of the Sandy River cooling my feet off. I enjoy coming up to Maine. I have family here, and I actually grew up here in Maine. And I decided while I was up here that I was going to take a little trip up to Aroostook County in the very northern part of Maine. I went to high school in Presque Isle, Maine, and I have only been up to Aroostook County twice in the last 45 years. And so I thought, geez, I'm not that far away, that I thought I'd take a little trip, spend a few days, and go see what's happening up in the county. Aroostook County is way up in the northern part of Maine. It's the largest county in Maine, and it's quite different from all the other sections of Maine. There's no pretty coastline up here. There's no sandy beaches or big mountainous and wooded areas. It's really a farming area. As you can see, a lot of open farmland up here, and the main crops are potatoes and sugar beets. So my first stop here in Aroostook County is the city of Presque Isle. I grew up in Presque Isle. I went to elementary school here and a little bit of high school here. So I thought what I'd do is just real quick, take a quick look around and see some of the spots that I lived at about over 50 years ago. So we'll see what's changed. Presque Isle is the county seat for Aroostook County. I don't know what the population is. I'll put it up here in the video, but it kind of looks like a Midwestern town, kind of like the ones you'd see out in Kansas, Iowa, sort of like that, because it is a farming town, and Main Street is still Main Street. It hasn't really moved off, though there are some businesses towards the north end of town. But no, this is downtown Presque Isle, and I'll show you some clips of real quick things where I lived. As you can see, Main Street is Main Street, typical small town, like I said. Some of the places where I remember are my elementary school, a quick little clip, where I went to high school, where I went to church, St. Mary's Catholic Church when I was growing up, and let me see, where else? And the Braden movie theater where I saw my first James Bond movie, Thunderball. Well, that was a quick trip down memory lane. I lived in Presque Isle from 1965 to 1970. And not too much has changed. It's still a nice place to live. Like I say, it's a nice hub. There's a college here, there's a hospital here, airport, so it's kind of the center hub for Aroostook County. But now we're going to keep going on our journey. We're going to head north. The Canadian border is not that far from here. It's only about 10 miles. So we're going to go up alternate Route 1, then on Route 1, all the way over to Fort Kent. While I was here in Presque Isle, I stayed at Arndt's Aroostook River Lodge and Campground. I think I said that. It's kind of a mouthful, but it's a beautiful place up here on this hillside, looking out to the west. You can see all the fields and stuff. It's just a beautiful place. It's just outside of Presque Isle, about 3 miles on the way to Fort Fairfield. But I'll show you some clips here of this beautiful place. It's very well maintained and very reasonable to stay here. I was here at the Aroostook River Lodge on June 22nd, and I got a special treat. There are fields and fields of lupine flowers blooming right now, and what a spectacular treat to see all these flowers. It's just incredible. I've never seen so many lupine flowers here. Well, that was some nice driving along the Canadian border, following Route 1 through Van Buren, Madawaska, and Fort Kent. It was pretty interesting to see the St. John River right there in Canada, right on the other side, but you can't go over it because the border's closed. But I enjoyed the ride up here through the county. And tonight I'm spending the night in St. Agathe. If you look at how they spell that, it looks like St. Agatha, and some probably do pronounce it that way, but up here in Aroostook County, it's St. Agathe. But I'm staying at beautiful Lakeview Restaurant and Campground. I'll show you some clips here. This is a beautiful campground. In fact, I'll show you some stuff in the background here overlooking Long Lake. It's really a beautiful setting. My brother gave me a referral for this. In fact, I'm having dinner with him tonight, and we might get a clip of him before we shut down the video here. But no, this is a beautiful place to stay. So I mentioned about recreation up here, how four-wheeling was real big. And this is my brother's rig back here. He's up here for a few days doing trails up here. Today he did 123 miles. I can't believe it, but he enjoys it, and he's going to take me for a little spin. But just wanted to show you what some of the four-wheelers look like up here that people use to ride the trails up here in St. Agathe. Well, I enjoyed my little trip up to Aroostook County, little trip down memory lane there in Presque Isle. But no, I had a good time. I'm glad I came up just to see Aroostook again, and brought back a lot of memories. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay safe. See you on down the road.